Hey guys, so I just wanted to make this video really quickly to talk about how, as I'm sure you're all aware by now, that Akira Toriyama, the creator of the entire Dragon Ball franchise, has been announced to have passed away back on the 1st of March just last week. And yeah, I was just in bed and I just woke up a while ago and I was told about the bad news and yeah, like I was not expecting this at all because like as we all know, Toriyama was an amazing manga creator. He created the most popular anime and manga franchise of all time, and not only did he create Dragon Ball, but he also helped inspire so many of their manga creators like One Piece, Naruto, Bleach, and so many other mangas were inspired by Toriyama and his amazing work. And yeah, like I personally have been a really big fan of the Dragon Ball franchise ever since 2017, and so the past 7 years of being with this franchise has meant a lot to me because I was always really fully aware of how ginormously popular Dragon Ball was, and I always knew just how popular Toriyama was in terms of how popular he was for creating this franchise. And now, and yeah, what makes it even more tragic is the fact that he only died at the age of 68 years old, which is very, when you think about it, that's actually still very young. And now, the fact that this has happened is just, well, it's honestly insane to think about because it's really hard to imagine the manga community without him. Like I said, we've seen the tons of other manga and anime franchises that were inspired by him, and I've already read how some manga artists like Eiichiro Oda and Masashi Kishimoto have already written their condolences to him and his family, and yeah, I can't even find the words right now because this franchise has been going all the way since the mid 80s, like all the way back in 1984, that this franchise has become so ginormously popular. So actually, that technically means that this year technically marks the 40th anniversary of Dragon Ball overall, and so now its amazing creator has yet tragically passed away. So it's just insane because as we all know, he created so many amazing characters like Goku, Vegeta, Piccolo, Frieza, Johan, and yeah, there's just so many amazing characters to think of because of how, he was always a very, very, very imaginative person, and the way he came up with so many great ideas is really just insane to think about how amazing he was in terms of how imaginative he was and how creative he always was. And yeah, even though he himself didn't create everything 100% by himself, he did still created so many amazing things himself, and as I'm sure we all know, like he didn't just create Dragon Ball, like he also created Doctor Slump and Sandland, and like there's a lot of other stuff that he created, and that's not to even mention the fact that he was also technically writing the Dragon Ball Super manga, so I assume maybe Tori might take over for the writing job for that, but yeah, like it's just sad that we won't, that, yeah, like in terms of this entire franchise going forward, it's really sad to think that like we'll never get to see his vision with this franchise ever again. But yeah, like it's just like like I said, I can't find the word, but it's just maddening to think that Toriyama himself actually created this franchise and helped make some of the most popular anime and manga moments of all time, like Goku versus Frieza or Johan versus Cell, and the entire Tournament of Power, and yeah, like if you've ever seen the ending to Dragon Ball Super, there was like when the final episode of Dragon Ball Super aired, it was like a humongously huge moment. It's because like so many people were gathered, and there was even like actual events held for the ending of Dragon Ball Super, and if you've ever seen the reaction, like the entire thing, it was absolutely gigantic, and not even, and that's also not even mentioning how Ultra Instinct Goku, like if you know anime, then you know that Dragon Ball, that Ultra Instinct Goku was the moment that really broke the internet, and really only a franchise this ginormous and this popular could ever do that. And yeah, now, and like I just said, like now the creator, I had tragically passed. So, and honestly, I can't thank him enough because, like, not only was Dragon Ball one of the first anime franchises I ever got into, but he also just helped so many, like I said, he already shaped so many other manga artists, and some of which have become some of my all-time favorites and all that. Like, I've had yeah, I really have had the privilege of seeing this franchise grow in so many different ways. Like, even though, like I said, I only got into the series 7 years ago, but even with that, I've still seen the franchise grow a lot more than it was back then. Like, and again, just how many things he helped inspire was just insane. And I love how he really did help with me in terms of my enjoyment of anime, because he also just created a lot of amazing moments that didn't really have to do with fighting and all that, because like creating moments like Goku going Super Saiyan for the first time, or like creating other things like when Johan went Super Saiyan 2 for the first time, and just all the other character moments that he created was it really was just something very, very, very special, and like I said, I still just can't find the words right now, but I really just wanted to make this video just to say really just thank you for everything Akira Toriyama. Thank you so much for creating the Dragon Ball franchise and for helping to inspire so many other manga artists as well. And yeah, so thank you again, and rest in peace, Akira Toriyama, and thank you so much for everything.